Hi, I'm Blake Dyer, and this is my This Is Me final project for SDS. This class has taught me so much about communication skills, especially when it comes to myself. I never realized how many aspects of communication there were in every encounter, verbal or nonverbal. This class has showed me the areas of my communication skills that I need to fix, as well as ways to improve them. First, just communication. Throughout the semester, I have learned a lot about different styles of communication, as well as the different ways to communicate with others depending on the type of personality they have and or the mood that they are in. Knowing how to communicate with others is a very important quality to have. One type of communication I learned a lot about is nonverbal communication, and the ways that this type of communication can be misunderstood or taken the wrong way. A lot can be said with nonverbal communication. I feel like now I noticed this a lot before when I was younger. My mom would give me looks or, you know, body language that showed she wasn't happy with, things that I did as a little kid would when they're 10 years old. And, now that I really think about it, it says a lot. It would make me scared or really worried or want to stop what I was doing and behave the right way. So things like that can be very helpful with parenting, friendships, anything. And I'll apply what I've learned about nonverbal communication when I'm creating and maintaining relationships in the future. I feel like first impressions are big, and having good body language can help. Having a good tone of voice, confident body language, and a smile can make a huge difference in how another person feels about you. It seems to me that every time I see someone that exemplifies these traits, I tend to feel better about that person and am more entitled to start a conversation. Being a good communicator is just essential in all life, business, school, family, friends. You just need to be a good communicator. I've learned a lot about myself and how aware I am of my surroundings and different situations that I encounter. I've also learned a lot about the way that I perceive others, as well as the way that I perceive myself. I feel that I'm a bit too judgmental of others and tend to compare other people towards me. It is important to be a bit too judgmental of others. I feel that I'm a bit too judgmental of others, and it's important to have a good perception of yourself in a confident manner. There's no reason to compare yourself to others as long as you are confident and happy. It doesn't matter how you stack up against your peers. I will apply what I've learned about perceiving others by portraying more confidence, which will boost the perception I have of myself. This, I need to be careful with this because, I have a pool table over here, and I get a little competitive, and I'm pretty good. So when my friends come over and I'm beating them really bad, I might be a little hard on them and give them some crap for it. But I just need to be more aware of how others feel and feel out the situation and see what they're thinking and attend to that. I'll apply what I learned by perceiving others, by portraying more confidence, and just not being too harsh on people. Listening was one of the most beneficial topics that I learned about this semester. Showing the people that you are talking to that you care about what they have to say is an important quality to have. Being a good listener is appreciated by those you have encounters with, while being a bad listener by not fully engaging or looking around like you don't care what the person has to say can come across as rude and disrespectful and can affect the way that your peers feel about you. It is also extremely beneficial to listen to people so that you can remember everything they say and do not misinterpret the message that they are trying to get across. I feel like I struggle with this a lot. Remembering the details of conversations has been difficult for me because I have a harder time comprehending what people have to say, when it's coming at you so fast in a conversation. There are ways to help with this, paraphrasing, repeating things back to what they were saying, more clarification will help. But for example, I'm terrible with remembering names. People will tell it to me, it'll go out one year, and, I've always been really bad for that. Usually it's 20 seconds and it's out the other year. I need to get better with this, and I think that I can apply what I learned about listening to this and being better at remembering details, especially names. I think I can do this by asking questions and repeating details in the conversation, like names, back to the person so it reinforces it in my head. I learned a lot about different emotions in life and how experiencing these emotions can affect a person's life, as well as different ways to handle emotions and how to tell what kind of emotions other people are feeling when they're around you. It is very important to be aware of your emotions so you can let yourself have the proper mindset to be content. When I was in middle school, I was not aware of my emotions at all. I believe this was due to the fact that I did not share them with anyone ever. I started to open up more in high school and college, but I still have some work to do. I have a hard time sharing my emotions on certain topics, and I need to fix that. I believe I can apply what I have learned about emotions to my life by sharing my feelings more often. In doing so, I will be more aware of my options. I also feel that being more available to my friends and family when they need to talk about their emotions can help. I learned from some of the assessments that I'm not as great with sharing my emotions, and I feel that I am a good listener and I can help with friends and family when they need me. And I hope that would go both ways. Finally, I learned a lot about different ways to manage conflict and the benefits of being good at this. Managing conflict in an effective way to resolve issues in ways that will benefit all the parties involved and will make for a smoother fix to the issues that are being dealt with. Ideally, finding a win-win solution is the best way to manage conflict. In doing so, everyone will get some of what they want, and there will not have to be a large compromise on either side. I will take what I have learned about managing conflict and use it to find win-win solutions whenever it is possible. I feel like sometimes I don't always go for win-win and it's win-lose, but the win is in my favor, and I feel like I need to find a way to, maybe sacrifice a little bit for me and just so that we can both parties can be happy and content with the decision. But this class has given me a lot of really helpful tools to work on my communication and conflict management in the future, and I'm excited to put these in place. Thank you.